Welcome to Timeless Marketing. Today we're going to talk about data. You would swear that data came upon us in the last 20 years with all of the talk about Facebook and targeting and Google and all the stuff that people know about you. I moved to Phoenix, Arizona 22 years ago to build the largest consumer marketing database I've ever seen of its type. We knew how many cars you had. We knew whether you bought them new or used. We knew whether you needed glasses. We knew whether you were overweight. We knew what you paid for your house, what your mortgage rates were. It was pretty amazing. I know there's some things you can find now, you can tell now that you couldn't tell then, but we knew a lot. And the Arizona Republic asked me to attend a football game in their suite to meet some of the advertisers and share with them what we could do with all this data that might help them be better marketers. And one of them came up to me. He was the brand new marketing person for the Phoenix Coyotes, who had just moved to Arizona that year. And he said, "You're the data guy, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Can you help me find people likely to rent our suites?" And I said, yeah, I can." And he really, his eyes got big. I said, "Yeah, did you park in the suite parking lot when you came in?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "If you noticed, all the parking blocks, all the curbs had the company names of the suite holders on them. There's your list right there." And with that giant database, we could have done business. I mean, we had the full Dun and Bradstreet file. We could have done size of business, number of employees, what type of business they were in, what their overall revenues were, but we wouldn't have been able to tell you the people that were likely to rent a suite. But those parking curbs did. And I said, "Go write them down." So a couple hours later, as I'm leaving, I see him out in the parking lot with a pad of paper, and I beeped and he waved, and I talked to him a few months later, and he had rented multiple suites to the people that he had reached out to. So outreach is huge. I mean, now you'd probably go out and do some research on LinkedIn. You'd probably try to find who the marketing person is at the larger companies with more money to be able to afford something like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But the timeless principle is that the closer you can get to proof of the same behavior you're looking for, that's what you want. And that's not often online, unless you're retargeting somebody who has visited sites that is looking for a car and you know they're looking for a car. I mean, that's a silver bullet. That's fairly obvious. But in the business to business world, when you're looking for a big ticket, small target like this, few things beat getting as close to the purchase as you can and finally finding people that are already doing what you're hoping to get them to do again. So I hope you found this helpful. Look for more to come. Take care.